I figured I'd make a video about how much of a pain in the butt this thing has been to me to put back together. I blew up my good 440, which was a 72 440 that I had rebuilt, and it was just probably a little under 600 horse last year. Unfortunately, I dropped the valve, cracked 2 cylinders, wrecked 1 piston real bad, and so I really wasn't planning on doing much with this car. Most of the stuff was supposed to go on the Roadrunner. And right now, I got all excited about Iola, and I decided to throw this hunk of junk back together. And yeah, so we're here. We had a few issues along the way. Like I had to replace a couple studs for my headers because I don't like bolts. I only put bolts in if I have to. But anyway, so those studs were pretty stuck because I welded a nut on, and then that twisted off a couple times, then welded it again, twisted off, called a friend of mine to come over, he started welding nuts on it. Then we decided to heat it up with the oxyacetylene torch. We got that thing so hot that there was actually smoke coming out of the heater core ports on the water pump. And then we welded a nut back on it again, and then it finally came out. So we got all that done. And then, luckily, I don't know if I said it in this video, but this is supposedly a throttle cable from Advanced with a slant for a slant 6 Duster. It's not, because this one right here I unfortunately smashed it. And then the only big thing that's gonna really fuck me right now is I forgot to change that oil sending unit with the little brass deal for my gauge, which I'm not even gonna attempt to fire this thing without knowing what my oil pressure is. So that's going to be a whole nother honky tonk of the day. And then I forgot to put the clutch fork in, so I had to pull the transmission back out, do that. Hate to say it, I can change this transmission in like 15 minutes, remove and install. That's probably not something to brag about, but it on the hoist with the tranny jack, it makes it real easy. But yeah, so we're just sitting here fighting this thing. I figured I'll wait till I got help to drop the radiator in, because it's a Glen Ray radiator, and I paid like $500 to have that thing record 20 years ago. And it's real close though. I mean, we'll see if it leaks oil and makes me very upset where I don't want to drive it. But it's bone stock RV with, it's gonna have the tunnel ram, 2 450 double pumpers, my long tube headers, 2.5-inch exhaust. It does have a 391 sure grip, so that will probably counter for a lot of it. I'm real curious to see what the jetting wants me to do on this thing. So that'll be fun. But we're making progress, at least. I wanted to be here yesterday morning, but unfortunately everything said no. So anyway, yeah, I just figured I'd take you along for what the struggles on this old gal actually were, and we'll see what else pops up tomorrow. See what roadblocks us from driving it, which hopefully nothing. I've put a lot of effort into this thing this week to get it back to where it is. I mean, like I tried putting a 6-quart oil pan in this thing out of my 70 Roadrunner. The 65K frame said no matter what I do. So we put this 5-quart one back on it that I had on the other engine. And then I still got installed a shifter, exhaust. We'll get it running before we put the exhaust on it. We're not even going to go down that avenue, because that's another fun little thing, which won't take me long. I have it all here. I just got to tack it all back in. So that's where we're at for tonight. Hopefully it'll be running tomorrow. I've said that for the last 3 days. I'm getting real sick of working on this thing, but just don't quit. That's all I say. If it gets hard, just go at it that much harder. If you got to walk away for a little bit, take a breather, whatever, do that. Just get back on it and don't quit until you got the dang thing running. And you know, like me, yeah, I just utilize what I have here. I mean, I got 440 4-speed parts, so I just rob whatever I have and make my junk run. And we're going to probably do a 12 valve swap on that thing with a ZF 5-speed in the next month. Since I've tried to sell it, nobody else can buy it, so I think that's what we're going to do with it. And I'm going to try to put a timeline on it, because it seems like if I have a timeline, like I want to get something done in like 2 weeks, I'll get it done. But I got to mow the grass. Obviously, it's been a hot minute. And I got the Dakota back to work on, and I think there's an excursion out there somebody dropped off. So, and I got that van I got to do a little fiddling on for another guy too yet. It's just because that had to reappear. So we got all kinds of shit to do. Awesome.